Hi guys, Miss Elyse here, and we are going to start our next lesson. So today we are going to do a watercolor resist, and you can either get a portrait of yourself, cut it out, or if you don't have a printer at home, don't worry. Miss Elyse is actually going to draw a picture of herself. So she used her dog Rudy in this example, and again, you can go and shrink yourself down in a picture and cut yourself out, or we can draw yourself under the umbrella. Either way looks just as good, no matter which way you choose. So for our supplies today, we need drawing paper times 2, so 2 pieces of drawing paper, watercolor, oil pastels, or crayons, either one will work, pencil and eraser, glue, scissors, cup of water, paper towel, black Sharpie, or black marker. Again, either one will work. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw things out with our pencil and eraser, okay? So first we need to get a landscape line or a horizontal line across our paper, okay? So straight in the middle of your paper, do a nice straight line across. Okay? And then you need to decide which side are you going to put yourself and your umbrella on, and then you want to have your rainbow on the opposite side of that. So I'm going to put my person on this side of my paper. So I'm going to go in the middle of my line, and I'm going to start a curved line right about here. And then I want to figure out where I want it to end over on this side. So I'm going to complete my curved line and come and meet it in the middle. So I have a nice half circle right over here. Then I'm going to go ahead and start dividing it up for our rainbow. Perfect. Once I've got my rainbow and my line all in place, now we're going to go to our crayon or oil pastel. Today I'm using oil pastels. So I'm going to go for my white oil pastel. I'm going to go over our pencil marks. Now granted, we're working on white paper, but because we're doing water resist, meaning that the ingredients that are in our oil pastel or our crayon will stop, block, essentially, the watercolor, the water that is in the watercolor. So if you think about your oil pastel, oil and water don't mix, or in your crayon, wax and wax and water don't mix either. So it's kind of like a raincoat. It blocks it so you can still see your lines. So I'm going to take my white my white oil pastel. I'm going over my pencil marks, nice and dark as much as I possibly can. Because when I do my watercolor, I don't want to lose my line. And I'm going to go on our horizontal line with my black oil pastel. Just like that. Now I'm going to color in my rainbow with my oil pastels with the colors of your choice. And we're going to start coloring. If you are using your oil pastels, you'll notice that they're slightly different than crayon. You have to add a little bit of pressure so it'll be nice and dark and bold. Crayons, not so much. So you can see the difference between crayon and oil pastel. Both beautiful, just different. Now what we're going to do is we are going to draw our rain. So you need your white crayon or your white oil pastel again, okay? And we're going to make some rain lines. So you just want to have some short dotted lines of the rain coming down above our black horizontal line. Once you've put all your raindrops, now we're going to do our raindrops down here, but we're also going to add some puddles. This is where the road's going to be. So to do your puddles, you're going to do kind of a circular motion, or even like a spiral. So let me show you in case you couldn't see. This is like our raindrops that we did, short dash lines, and now our puddles are going to be kind of like this. Little oval spirals. Okay, so once we've gotten to this point, now we're ready to do some watercolor. So I want to have kind of a blue-gray sky. So I'm going to do a little bit of blue, and then if you have gray, or you can do black and white to make gray, you can kind of mix all three of those together. So here's my watercolor set. I'm going to choose this blue. I'm going to add a little bit of gray and kind of go back between the two. And I'm going to watercolor right on my paper. Okay, so there's my sky. Now down here we've got to do it a little bit different. So we need to have some black or gray around the horizontal line that we created. And then as we go down, we'll go a little bit bluer. So we'll start out with our black or gray right through here. Now we're going to do the blue gray. So add a little bit of blue to your gray. And then we're going to finish the edge of our paper with just the blue. Okay, so now we're going to sit this off to the side and let it dry. Okay, so if you have a printer, you can print off a little version of yourself and then start working on your umbrella. Or if you don't have a printer, don't worry, I'm going to show you how you can do a self-portrait of yourself. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to draw a curved line for our umbrella. Then we're going to do a small curve at the top of that. Then you want them to kind of come together and meet. Like so. Then if you're drawing yourself, we're going to go ahead and do an oval for our head. And then we're going to do a little bit of a stick figure to help us with our proportions. So I'm going to draw a straight line down. And in between the straight line, I'm going to give myself a slight curve on either side from my neck. Then I'm going to do a line across. And this helps me indicate how wide my shoulders should be. Then I'm going to do kind of like a line off to the side. Now you want to do this line a little bit shorter than we're going to do over here because you've got an elbow bending to hold the umbrella. Then this one can come down a little bit further than the other one. From here, we want to go ahead and kind of start our line for our stick that holds the umbrella. So you want it to be close to the middle, and if your head's there, that's okay. Just kind of start the line coming off from your head and parallel that line. When you get to right about here, we're going to do kind of like a fist, so it'll be kind of like a rectangle, a curved rectangle, because you want to be holding the umbrella. Then at the end of your umbrella, you're going to start to create like a J. Like so. And now we can, if this is the center of your arm, we can kind of curve our shoulder and follow that line to meet our wrist. And then this sleeve can continue and match right about there. But we're not going to go all the way because we've got to bring our shirt down. We're going to curve this down and try to guess right where you think your sleeve should be to touch this part. Then we're going to create a bit of a thumb. So to do that, you want to curve back in, and then curve back out. And then you've got your hand that's going to follow that like so. And then you can erase any lines you don't need. Now this shirt can come right about here. We can come down with our shirt like so. Go across so we have a waist. And then we can extend this line down. So our person is kind of standing. So we want to come, keeping in mind, you want things to be proportionate where our jeans should touch and meet. Like so. We can get rid of any lines we don't need. So you're going to have a curved line at the bottom of both your jeans. Curve this down. Have it come across. Then kind of curve back to an diagonal and come and connect it to your jeans there for your shoe. Then you're going to do the same thing on this side. Have a diagonal, curve over, come down, cross, and then you're going to diagonal and curve back. Now that we've got our shoes, we're going to work on the face. So I'm a girl, so I'm going to have a little bit of longer hair, but if you're a guy, you can have shorter hair, or however, if you're a guy, you have long hair, however you want to draw your hair. Then we're going to give ourselves 2 eyes. Maybe an eyebrow. Eyes. And we'll do like a nose. And a mouth, because we're smiling. There we go. And we've drawn ourselves, okay? So the next thing we need to do is we need to work on a pattern for our umbrella. So we want to create some curved lines. And we want to grab our color pencils at this point. So once you've done your pattern, I'm going to take my black Sharpie or your black marker, and we are going to go ahead and outline this stick. And color it in. And right around your hand, you can do a smaller version of that stick coming through there so that it has you holding it. So you just go a little bit more narrow, and then outline that, and you can put your fingers and add some bumps there so that you're holding the umbrella. And I'm going to outline the rest of myself as well. So I'm not going to Sharpie my face because I'm going to use my color pencils for that. So I've colored in my skin, and now I'm going to add some eyebrows and my hair. And then color in my clothes. Okay, so once you have colored your person and you are ready to go, you can cut yourself out. Okay, so once you've got your person cut out, we can grab our background and we can glue our person onto our paper. There we go. There is our Rainbow Rain lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye!